that you can do subtracting without having to do regrouping. So what I call this is bossy little brother subtraction, and here's why. When you write a subtraction problem, you start with the large number, and then tagging along behind it is the smaller number. Whenever I think of this, I think of that little brother who always wants to tag along with big brother. And when I think of little brothers, I tend to think of them as being bossy. They want more of your toys, more of your things. And so this second number right here, I'm going to call him my bossy little brother. Now here are the steps for doing this form of subtraction. The first thing we want to do is we want to circle our bossy little brother. We know that our bossy little brother is the second number. The second thing we want to do is we want to count on to try to get to the next 10. Remember, tens are things like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and so on. I'm at 37, I'm going to count on to get to my next 10. 38, 39, 40. So this bossy little brother is going to want another 3 in order to get up to a perfect 10. Here's where my thinking bubble is. You can either do your work right next to the problem, or sometimes I like rewriting it off to the side. So when I've gotten my bossy little brother and given him 3 more, he's now going to try to take away 40. Now, to be fair, big brother needs to get the same amount. We can't give 3 to the 37 and do nothing at all to the 53. So to be fair, I'm going to give him 3 as well. Now both big brother and little brother got 3. We know that it's fair and everyone's happy. 53 plus 3 is going to end up giving me 56. Now I like this because when I'm doing my subtracting, all I'm really doing is taking away tens. And I know I can easily take away tens if I visualize this as being those base 10 blocks. I have 5 tens here and 6 ones. If I take 4 tens away from 5 tens, I'm left with 1 10. If I have 6 ones and I don't want to take away any ones, I'm still having 6 ones. In the end, I found out my answer is going to be 16. Let's try another problem. Go ahead and get out a whiteboard and solve this problem along with me. Step number 1, remember, is to circle your bossy little brother. Do you remember which number is bossy little brother? You said 64, you'd be correct. Remember, he's the little number, and he's tagging along just like a bossy little brother. Your second step, remember, is to count on to try to get up to the next 10, because he's bossy. He wants more than what he's given. Start at 64 and count along with me. 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. In the end, he wanted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. Now, to be fair, since he got 6 more, this guy needs to get 6 more as well. Little brother gets 6, and big brother gets 6. If you're not sure what 78 plus 6 is, you can always just count on. 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84. Now it's just relatively simple subtraction. I have 4 ones. I don't want to take any of those ones away, so I'm still going to have 4 ones. I have 8 tens, or 8 rods. I want to get rid of 7 tens, or 7 rods. I would only have 1 rod left. I found my answer is 14. So, before you practice one on yourself, let's review. You start by circling the bossy little brother. You count on until you get to your next 10. I change it from 64 to 70 by adding those 6. To be fair though, if bossy little brother is taking 6 away extra, then big brother should get 6 to compensate for that. We counted on to realize that 78 plus 6 was 84. Once you have that, you just need to do your subtracting. Notice how nice this is. I don't have to do any carrying, I don't have to do any borrowing. I can do this almost with mental math. For this next problem, I want you to solve it yourself. I want you to do it on your whiteboard. You can pause the video to solve it, and when you're ready to check your work, you can start the video again. I'll see you soon. Okay, by now you should have solved this problem. Let's go ahead and look over the work together. What did you do first? If you said you circled 16 because he's bossy little brother, you'd be correct. Then what did you do? If you said you counted on to get up to the next 10, that would be what I would do as well. 17, 18, 19, 20. That means this bossy little brother wanted to add on 4 more. Now, to be fair, what did you have to do? You're right, you had to add 4 to this guy as well. You can't have little brother take away an extra 4 and not give 4 to make up for it to big brother. 21 plus 4 you should have found out to be 25. What's your final step? If you said you just need to take away your 10s, you're correct. Well, in this problem I have 2 10s and 5 1s. I want to take away those 2 10s. 2 10s take away 2 10s leaves me with no 10s left. All I'm left with are my 5 1s. If you found that answer to be 5, then you're ready to move on to the next activity in the center. If not, watch the video again and see if you can improve. Good luck!